inside a bubble. Is it correct? Or not? Pressure inside a bubble. Correct? That question was done. Example. Okay. Now, I think there is a similar question in the exercise. There is a similar question in the exercise. We did 17, we did 18, 19. Right. Question 19. Okay, we'll do it very quickly. What is the pressure inside drop of mercury of radius 3 mm at room temperature? Okay, now nothing else is mentioned, so we assume that the drop is here on Earth's surface. Let's say we are playing with thermometer, not a good habit, and let's say the thermometer breaks. So you get tiny drop of mercury. Don't do that, right? Mercury is poisonous. Stay away. Okay, if it breaks by accident, immediately take it with a piece of paper, don't touch it, and throw it in the dustbin. Actually, even that is not good practice, but there is nothing more you can do. Right? Ideally, it should go to recycling, but that doesn't happen. Okay. So, what is the pressure inside the drop of mercury of radius 3 mm? Radius given. We want to find pressure. Which pressure? Excess pressure or inside pressure?
Inside.
Okay, so which formula shall we use? P inside equal to P outside plus 2S by R, isn't it? P inside minus P outside is equal to 2S by R. So P inside equal to P outside plus 2S by R. You have 2 minutes to get the answer. Hurry up. Come on. I know this is a very simple question, but still, I'll ask you to draw a rough diagram. Okay, draw something. Remember, imagine it and improve. Do it fast, everyone. Continue, question 1. In one second or two. Yeah, if you don't care too much about the book answer, you can always take atmospheric pressure as 10 raised to 5 power. आंसर थोड़ा सा लगाओ, no problem. Method is important. Multiply divide तो कोई पण कर सकते, बराबर ने? Unit, no. Reynolds number is unit place. I think I mentioned it. Outside is atmosphere, air pressure. don't want x square for t. If you use that, then you will get habituated. You have to take it positive. And body terms are right? If you don't want to take it positive, you don't write. Okay? લખવાથી કોનો ફાયદો છે? એનો ફાયદો છે કે તારો તું લખી તો એના મળ્યું. તો positive 2 3 4 5 અને ખબર છે શું લખવાનું? Same as pressure of થોડુંક તો અલગ આવે ને 2s by r. It would be very small, but whatever it is, it would be there, right? I would request everyone to not use the calculator. So P inside is equal to P outside plus 2s by r. What's the surface tension given? 1.01 10 raised to 5. Okay, plus 2. What's S? 4.65 10 raised to minus 1. Wow. Divided by radius 2 mm है ना? 3 mm. Okay. So 1.01 10 raised to 5 plus over here we will divide this. So 1.5 plus 1.55 and 3.10 into 10 raised to 2. 310 extra, isn't it?
Yes.
So P inside is equal to P outside, that is 1.01000 into 10 raised to 5 plus 3.10. એટલે 310 આમાં એડ કરવાનું તો જો 1.01310 fast. Why is that? If you take 1.013, then you get 101610, depending on what values you are taking. Book માં 1.013 આપ્યું છે કદાચ. Yes or no? અહીંયા શું વેલ્યુ આવી? 1.01. સેમ ક્યારે આવે? Same as what? Same as book's answer.
Same as pressure outside.
But because you are ignoring this, I know it is too small. Did you start with this here? Everyone should start with the same, and only then you can compare your answers. So if you start with 1.01, you will get 1.01310. If you start with only 1, then you will get 1.00310. Okay, so main thing to understand is that the excess pressure is going to be 2s by r, which is 310. Is this what you all get?
Yes.
Then you don't need to worry about anything. Clear? Alright? That's what we do. Now, is there anything else in this question? My God. ठीक है આટલો મોટો ક્વેશ્ચન લેગો કંઈક તો આપ્યો છે ને આપણે નોટિસ કર્યું
Inside the drop.
if an air bubble of the same dimension, what is the meaning of dimension? What's meaning of dimension? Dimension means size. Alright, if an air bubble of same dimension, that is same size, આપણે 20 નથી લેવા? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Right, now question 20 is homework. હવે એવું નથી કરવાનું.
Yes.
Okay, question 20 is homework. We did 19, question 20 is homework. Alright? Same idea. Now, કયું પેમ્પલેટ? એ તો કરવાનું જ હોય ને. કરાવું એમ? કેની વાત કરો છો? Chapter fluid mechanics, right? That's what we are talking about. હા તો એ કરવાનું છે. We are not going to wind up the chapter before we finish all this, right? Okay. Now we still have capillary action to discuss, right? And contact angle also. So before we talk about contact angle, let's first of all see what is contact angle. Right? I think most of you have water bottles, and hopefully there will be some water so that you can do your own little experiment. Alright? So now first of all let me demonstrate what you have to do. એટલે અહીંયા નદીઓ ન થઈ જાય. Alright? Okay? We just want little bit of water. We don't want a lot of. Fine? Okay. How much do we want? Just one drop. Is that clear? We just want one drop. Okay. Now what about the air pani? So कोई ढूंढ तो करो. Okay, so I have one drop on my finger. Just like this, you should get one drop on your own finger. આવડે છે લેતા કે નહીં આવડે? And then I want you to just keep it between your finger and thumb and see what shape it makes. I was wrong. તમે નદીઓ નહીં બનાવો, દરિયો બનાવી ન દેતા. Possible. એક જ બાજુ Why don't you all do it one more time? કેના જેવું? Well done. Perfect description. ગયરો કે નહીં? You know, one very easy way to do it is get some water in the cap of your water bottle and allow it to fall. See, this is how you do it. How are you going to draw? And now you touch it with your thumb. My hands are always very shaky. જેવું અડધે ને એવું આમ કોન્કેવ લેન્સ જેવો શેપ થઈ જશે આમ બે બાજુ આમ દે. Did you note that? That is what contact angle is about. One second. That is what contact angle is about. Now we will do water મૂકી દીધી લો હજી તો એક વસ્તુ કરવાની. Okay, but first let me tell you what you might have seen. Have you seen that when water drop rests on a leaf, તો એનો શેપ આવો નથી હોતો જેવો અત્યારે તમે જોયો. It's more like a sphere. It's like this. And when you did this experiment between your fingers, it was looking like this. Do you agree with both the observations?
Yes.
So that's the difference of contact angle. Okay. In one case, the water, let's talk about our finger. In one case, the water really likes to come in contact with the finger. એટલે તમે આમ કરવા જશો ને એટલે અચાનક જ આમ ચોંટી જશે. Did you notice it? It seems to jump suddenly and get that shape. On the other hand, with leaf, I don't know whether you might have tried it. With leaf, it just remains over there. It doesn't stick to it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Does a water droplet stick to a green leaf? but it sticks to or wets your hand. જો તમારી આંગળી ભીની હશે unless you wiped it. Right? You understood what I said? When you touch it, when water falls on your hand or your finger or anywhere on your skin, the skin becomes wet. But the leaf does not become wet. Similarly, if water falls on raincoat, it does not become wet. Yes or no? But let's say water falls on your handkerchief. You see the difference? All of these things are happening because of surface tension. Right? Okay, all of these happen because of surface tension. Let's see how. Plastic માં કરી દોજો ઘરે જોઈને. Take a polythene bag or any other kind of plastic and try to put water droplet on it. It will not stick to it. It will not make it wet. Right? So hopefully now you know the secret of waterproof. You understood what I said? Our fingers are not waterproof. A handkerchief is not waterproof, but a raincoat is waterproof. Plastic is also waterproof. Okay. Yes, Kashyap, what do you want to add? Nothing. What do you want to subtract? Do you want to subtract yourself? No? Okay. So, contact angle or angle of contact. So, in nature, we see that when a liquid comes in contact with a solid surface, we see these kind of shapes overall or in general. One shape is like this and the other shape is like this. For example, when you put water drop on your finger, it takes this shape, not this. Am I right? But on the other hand, when water falls on a leaf, it takes this or on plastic. Right? So, what is contact angle? First of all, let's define it. It is angle between the surface of liquid close to the solid, angle between surface of liquid close to the solid and solid surface. Measure. Now this is a part that books don't write, but I think it is absolutely necessary. In our confusion, measure inside the liquid, not outside. So what do I do? I think so you get a much better understanding when draw the diagram. Okay. So what does this sentence say? It's the angle between surface of liquid. I'm sure you would understand that we call it the surface with the solid surface. A solid surface. Let's say this is your finger. So the angle between this surface and this surface. Where do we have to do it? We have to measure that angle close to the solid. In the Got it? And it should be measured inside the liquid, not on the outside. So basically, here I will have to draw a tangent to measure the angle. Protractor મૂકવું પડે તો line હોય તો મૂકાય. So this angle is angle of આ બાજુ નહીં. That's why I have added that part. Measured on which side?
Inside.
Not clear. Now just like that, suppose there is a spherical droplet of this shape. Now here if you will consider the angle of contact, let's say it's coming in contact over here, right? This is not a proper diagram, but this will just give you a rough idea. Then do you agree that this should be angle of contact?
Yes.
Fine? Diagram clear?
Yes.
So first case is actually when the angle of contact is acute. You remember what is acute? Biology or acute thing? Okay? What is here the contact angle is? Now the simplest of the ideas is that when the contact angle is acute, it wets, or you could say liquid wets the surface. Whenever the contact angle is acute, the liquid wets the surface. That is what happened when you took a drop of water on your finger. Clear? That's what happened when you took a drop of water on your finger. It got wet. The liquid, that is water, wets the surface. And this one opposite of that. What is it? Liquid does not wet the surface. Now, why are there different contact angles? Okay, what's the reason behind having different contact angles? The reason is attraction. The reason is attraction. Have you studied these words in chemistry? Adhesive and cohesive? No, right? Fine. So, I'm going to explain. I'm sure you all know what is the meaning of adhesive. Adhesive word, why don't you?
Yes.
What's that? Glue. Adhesives are nothing but glue. Correct or not? Sure, Fevicol is adhesive. Sure, you have read that on its bottle or its packet. Right? So, what is an adhesive? Adhesive is where you have attraction between something worth remembering. So first of all, adhesion or adhesive forces. So what are these? What is meaning of adhesion or adhesive force? It is intermolecular attraction. I am for intermolecular. Intermolecular attraction between molecules of different compounds or different materials. That is what is called adhesion. So Fevicol is correct. Basically, you take something, let's say these are two pieces, and you put Fevicol in between. So what it does is the Fevicol's molecules are going to attract this one, and they are also going to attract this one. So ultimately both things will get, okay, they will get glued. Understood? This is what all the adhesives do, not just Fevicol. Everything, every kind of adhesive works on the same way. Okay. This definition clear? Adhesion or adhesive force is what? Intermolecular attraction. It's an intermolecular attraction, but it is between molecules of different materials. Right? Another Undu. Cohesion. Co means same. I am not going to write the definition. I am sure my learned students will be able to write it on their own. Cohesion or cohesive force. So what's a cohesive force? Co for same. Repulsion nahi. Intermolecular attraction between molecules of same material. Understood? Again, the key word is co. Co, that is same. Into याद रहे तो आपको याद रहे तो okay. So you know it's all a play of adhesion and cohesion. Right. Let's see how these two cases can be classified based on these two things. A very simple point to make. You took water on your finger and then you try to jerk it off. Does all the water go away?
No.
What do you bring today? I hope you see is this. When the water molecules come in contact or come close to your finger, they get attracted by it so strongly કે હવે તમે આમ કરીને એને કાઢશો ને, it won't go. Correct or not? So much that if you jerk this off, then this part of water will go away. પણ અહીંયાના મોલેક્યુલ શું કહે છે? ના ના અમારે અહીંયા જોયું છે, અમને આ બહુ ગમે. Absolutely clear or not clear?
Yes.
That is, you get this kind of behavior. You get this kind of behavior when which force is strong? Adhesive or cohesive? Adhesive. Who understood that? You get this kind of behavior when adhesive force is strong.
Sir, a different material.
Different material. Water is water. Your finger is a different material, isn't it?
Also same.
Take for example, water with water. Suppose you think of some molecules here in water. So you try to think of what are these molecules going to do. They will get attracted by your finger and they'll also get attracted by other water molecules. But you know, in this case, which one wins the battle? Which one wins the battle? Adhesive wins the battle, cohesive loses it. So that's why this part of water is not going anywhere. Clear?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Compare that with another. So why don't you write this point? Okay? આની સાથે લખો એટલે સ્પેસ નો હોય તો નીચે લખજો. I'm going to just write it here. So this will happen if cohesive force, this will happen if adhesive forces are strong. That is basically the liquid tries to stick to the solid. The liquid tries to stick to the solid. It won't go away. Right? The other one. Think of water droplet on plastic. It will just go away, it will slide, it will not make it wet. Why? These molecules over here, which are close to this surface of solid, and then there are some other water molecules here. Okay, what's going to happen? The plastic will not attract it. How will they happen? You understood that? Why? Think about it. Do you realize that when you think of whatever chemistry you might have studied so far, different kinds of materials have attraction for different kinds of things. For example, polar molecules love polar molecules. They get attracted to them. Yes or no? On the other hand, polar molecules don't really like non-polar molecules. So this is typically that case. Plastic is generally non-polar and water is polar. Right? Water the polar no king છે ને.
Yes.
એમ કહેવાય ને, water is one of the best polar solvents available. And water can actually dissolve everything except non-polar compounds. Benzene no dissolve, alcohol dissolve થઈ જાય, salt dissolve થઈ જાય, right? Oil no dissolve થાય because oils are non-polar. Fatty કહેવાય ને, fatty એવા આવે છે ને, એના નામ શું છે? એક માઉન્ટુ fatty acid. Okay, fine. So here, coming back to physics, I hope the chemistry part is clear. Right? So over here what's going to happen? These molecules will be attracted by other water molecules and they will take it with it. Right? So it will not wet the surface. So here which forces are strong? Cohesive forces are now. If you have understood what I have told you so far, it's time to think of why can we not make a thermometer with water. Thermometer માં શું હોય છે? Clinical thermometer which we use to measure body temperature. It is having mercury, isn't it? Not water. Water not સસ્તું પડે, it's not poisonous. કદાચ ખાલી થઈ જાય તો refill એ કરી શકાય. Sorry? Water will stick to glass.
Yes.
Do you agree with that observation? ભરી જોજો ઘરે જઈને પાણી પછી પી જજો બધું આવી જશે ગમે એ કરો ને બધું આવે જ નહીં. Have you noted that?
Yes.
Stick. So thermometer ની ટ્યુબ તો ગ્લાસ ની જ બનાવવી પડે. કેમ ગ્લાસ ની બનાવવી પડે? ઓપેક નો ચાલે. Can't you make it opaque? તો દેખાય કેવી રીતે? You get what I'm saying? જો આ બધી વસ્તુના રિઝલ્ટ કેવા જબરદસ્ત છે. They are very simple but it's designed nicely. So it has to be transparent. So it's made up of glass. Now if it is made up of glass, you can't use water because water sticks to glass. Right? So the question is, what does not stick to glass? The answer is mercury. Mercury does not stick to glass. That's why thermometers are made using mercury and not water. Understood?
Yes.
Right? There are of course more reasons, but this is one of the primary reasons. નહીંતર શું થાય? એક વખત ટેમ્પરેચર માપી લીધું પછી નીચે જ ન આવે તમે ગમે તે કરો થાકી જાવ આમ કરી. Right? Yes, Vedant, you have a message? Another reason. Okay, what another reason do you know?
Water would not expand as fast as mercury.
No, actually it does expand. Also is that water will start evaporate. That is, then water vaporizes easily compared to mercury. Right? So that's a problem. If you keep a thermometer just like that, after a few days you will see that there is less water. You understand? પાછું ક્યાં લીધા કઈ નહોતા. Right? Okay. So of course there are many more reasons also. Okay. One is about pressure as well. One is about pressure. Think of taking water. આમ કરો તો શું થાય? આમ ફ્લો થાય. પછી આમ કરો તો ફ્લો થાય. એમાં ટેમ્પરેચર કેવી રીતે મેજર કરો?
Why instead of glass, plastic is not used?
Why instead of glass, plastic is not used? Good question. Siddha. Of course, it could be used. There is no doubt about that. Right? But one of the things with glass is that it is easy to wash. Plastics are not that simple to wash. Another reason, these kind of thermometers that we are using, they are very old if you think about it. When would these kind of thermometers have been invented? Probably before 1900. At that time, plastic manufacturing was really not even started, right? So since then, people have not changed that, right? Okay. This is only one of the many ways to measure temperature. તમારે chemistry માં આવ્યું હોય કે something like constant volume thermometer, constant pressure thermometer. No, nothing. Okay. Fine. Never mind. So this is about contact angle. હવે આ બધું યાદ રહેવું જોઈએ. Okay. I'm trying to recall if I'm missing out on some point in this talk. No. Fine. We're almost done there. Okay, you can close your book. And get ready for my question. Fine, मजाक करो. Yes, but yes, listen. Class has not ended. There should be silence. Okay, I'm not going to stand over here and try to keep you quiet. Be silent. Okay.